Let's see. And yep. Okay, that shouldn't. Yep, that's working. Great. Okay. Well, before that goes on the infinite loop, I'm probably gonna do a really short stream today, but as you can see, I have changed a bit with now just capturing the entire display instead of separately capturing everything. So y'all should actually be able to see, you know, gameplay when I do it. Which, yeah, that was a bit of a not good thing last stream, but as you can see, it does work and it does look quite nice. So that all is good at least. But yeah, as the stream title would suggest, I'm gonna just make an enemy finally, which yeah, let's just get started on that. So definitely need one to be a character body 2D. Let's just have it generically be called enemy for now, because it's not really anything, and then let's just have sprite 2D. And for now, you'll just have a placeholder texture, um, 16 by 16. And just to keep you kind of unique, you're gonna be red. There we go, it's an enemy. Save you right here. And then we can give you a script. Oh, anyways, let's see. I saw some options here. I see. Okay, now just to move the enemy script to the enemy script folder. There you go. Oh. Anyways. So let's just do well, we don't need a class name really. I'll just see how I handle this actually. Let's just do class name enemy. Maybe I'll do like some kind of inheritance or something, or like, well, we'll see. So for now, we'll just have a target which refers to the player, and then we'll have a process. Don't need delta. If target, let's just do. Wasn't there a move toward target dot position? Move toward what else you expect from position. Let me guess, that's like delta. Okay, yeah, let's just do export var speed. What did I set that to for the player? Player controller. 120. So you're gonna be like, let's say you're gonna move at that. And move at speed. That's specifically. Okay, so let's just do. Was it velocity equals vector2 dot Okay, it was just on them, so let's do position dot direction to target dot position times speed. And you didn't take any calls. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I need. So let's just plop one in here and set your export to U. There we go. So hypothetically, we should, yep, we have an enemy that moves slower than the player and kind of just lingers on it. Let's do a clamp speed. Oh, actually that should just be a max. Min? Because if the speed is higher than the distance, position dot distance to target dot position times delta. Well, because it's already multiplied by delta, so should it be over delta? I think that's how that works. Let's see, does that prevent overshot? Yep. I love fluking math. It just seemed right. But yeah, we can see it just latches onto the player now. So that's already something, actually. Follows it around. Then we can give them a collision shape 2D. Let's just have that be a circle around him. And let's give it a radius of like 16 would be double it. So like, let's say 14. I think 16 looks fine. Maybe 24? No, that's a bit large. 20? 18. 18 looks good. Attack radius. Let's see. Well, we don't actually need a collision shape for that. I can just add export var attack radius int equals 18. If target dot if well, this is how built in. No, okay, so I do need to do position dot distance to target dot position less than or equal to attack radius target dot. Well, we would just want to like so if we go into player controller, like we can we could give it like a signal, and that signal triggers whenever it takes damage. Well, how about just have a damage Funk damage. Oh, funk health changed. Pass. Oh, that would be on the health component. What is the best way of doing that? This is where I always get stuck with these kinds of things. I keep trying to apply best practices when I don't even know what best practice is. Also, I'm assuming... Oh, there's actually someone here. Hi. At least there was. Might still be. That is surprising. Yeah, it is good to have a class name. I do know that. I give most things a class name. Christ, it is bad to keep the stream open on itself. But yeah, I tend to give everything class names just so I know what it is. It's just that this was kind of half intended to more so be a prototype than an actual enemy. I'm still working out what would be the best way to do it in regards of like having just a base enemy class or like having every enemy just handle itself. But for now, the main concern is having the ability to actually damage the player with this enemy in the best way. Because would we just have the player have as an export a health component? Export var health component, or would we have the health component like on the actual player? Like, would it be an on ready? I feel like it should be an add on ready. Var health, but also the health component, health manager, does rely on. Oh, well, it does have that. This actually relies on having it. Because we can't access individual nodes, and that definitely is preferable to not be on the player itself, maybe. Also, let me just... I'll need to think about what would be the most effective way of kind of like binding that together, I suppose. What would be the most effective way of doing it? Wait, do I not have just an individual health comp? Because, like, the health manager is an expert variable. Oh, wait, because... Oh, I just have it... Oh. That's one way you can do it, I suppose. Though it's not a good way, I feel. Because, like, currently the health bar is completely detached from the player. Which, like, it is part of the HUD, it shouldn't be part of the player. How do people normally do this? I may take some time to like watch a video on this and just see how most people handle it. I suppose I can just hack something together for now just as a proof of concept, which ideally is what I do. So what I'll probably do is have the the health bar just take in a target instead, which will be a player or an enemy. Oh, is that not something you can do here? Oh, I guess it's not. Well, more generally, they are character body 2D equals null. Var health manager, which will be a health manager, equals null. And then if target health manager equals target dot health. Well, this is tricky because yeah, this is tricky because we want the enemies to be able to actually damage the player. Well, actually, what I could do is completely don't do this, actually. Yeah, I can just not do it this way, because this is very proof of concept-y. Whilst theoretically, what I could do is have them just actually already spawn an attack. What would be the most effective way of doing that? Because I doubt it's having every enemy, like, have their own custom attack. Though what I could do is maybe I could treat everything as a project, like have an attack be a resource. Like, let's create a script that's enemy attack. Well, could it be an attack in general? Let's make it an attack in general for now. Probably. And let's have that extended resource. Class name attack. And we could essentially just create instances of that attack. But I'll need to look into what is the best way to handle this. Because honestly, I do not know. Well, for now we can just do a print, I suppose. This still all working? Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay, so let's just... Yep. you can see that once you actually get in its attack radius, it will start spewing that. Because, like, the player would have a collision box, but how would I handle enemy attacks? What would be the best way of going about enemy attacks? Because, like, logically, let's just think in the form of purely projectiles for now. Like, should I just boot up Paint, maybe? Yeah, let's just boot up Paint. So, essentially, like, if we treat everything as just a projectile, then we could have, like, let's say this is just a projectile, and let's say this little purple cube is the player. Then this would of course slowly go towards the player, and once it collides with the hitbox, like here, then it would damage the player. And let's say we have a melee swing, we can just treat that essentially as a projectile with roughly 0 momentum. So if it's instantiated where the player is, then it could also damage the player. Yeah, I'll probably cut it even shorter than intended and just see if I can get a bit better a grasp at how, like, most Godot projects handle this. And I'll just come back again, like, come back to this again later and just go based off of that. But I suppose that would be it for this rather short stream then. Um, really didn't accomplish a lot, but yeah, I guess you guys do now have the ability to actually see the hotbar and such that I was talking about last episode without literally anyone able to see it. Because apparently I wasn't recording the game window at all. But yeah, I'll just cut the stream short there, and I'll just take some time to see what most people regard as most effective